Right now is part 2. For part 2, our focus is on the classification of Animalia. So, Animalia is the kingdom and continue to branch. It will branch into other parts. So if you have the textbook again, for the classification system, if we continue to talk about the level of classification, in fact it will continue to branch like this. Okay, you can see here. Okay, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and the last one will be species. So Animalia will be the kingdom, and then phylum continue to branch. You need to remember that in fact normally when we talk about an Animalia, 2 branch, one will be vertebrate. That means with the vertebral column, which is a kind of bone. Remember, it's a kind of bone, not cartilage. And then the other one will be invertebrate. But these are just some biological terms. But Animalia, this is the kingdom. And that means branching down, the vertebrate, invertebrate, they are the phylum. And if it is vertebrate, the phylum name will be called Chordata, which is the phylum of vertebrate. So in fact you will find that all the terms they change into other kinds of name. So you just need to recognize it, you don't need to spell it. So kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species, and then species is the last one. You need to know we have the name called for each kinds of living thing that have a scientific name. For scientific name, we have 2 parts. The first part we call the genus name. The second part will be the species name. So 2 parts. For example, if the lion's here, okay, Panthera leo, then when you write the scientific name, you need to write like this. You have 2 choices. One, you write in italic, so Panthera leo. So you write it italic. And remember the first letter here should be in capital letter, and then the species name should be in small letter. Or another method that you can write is, you don't write italic, you write normally, and then you underline the 2 parts. Remember, underline separately. So this is the scientific name. If the question just asks you to write the genus name, then you write the first part. And then if only write the species name, then the second part. Okay. But one thing that I want to tell, and something that I want you to think about, is for human, so Homo sapiens, and we write it italic. And then in fact one word that you always see is this one, E. coli. So if you write it like this, in fact it should be wrong. It should be italic. E. coli. E stand for I can't remember, it's Chechian, and then coli is the species name. So this is a shortened form of the scientific name. But one thing I want you to think about is that the relationship. Okay. if I have 3 people here, 阿陳大文、陳小明同李小明。If the naming is like this, then 陳 is the genus, 大文 and 小明 is the species. Then think about which 2 of them have closer relationship. Alright, I let you choose. This is option A. And this is option B. So the relationship between 陳大文, 陳小明 is closer, or 陳小明and 李小明 is closer. Think about. Just very similar to the Chinese family background. That if they have a similar genus, they should have a closer relationship. So in fact the answer will be A. These 2, although their species name is the same, but in fact they are not classified as the same genus. So in fact these 2 will have more differences, and the relationship will be more distant. So remember, when you're looking for the relationship, looking for the genus, not the species. Because sometimes, for example, we have a lot of species name in Hong Kong will be Hong Kong genuses. Hong Kong genuses like this. We have a lot of organisms that their species name is Hong Kong genuses. In fact, most of those organisms, if they are found in Hong Kong, their species name will be Hong Kong genuses. But some can be a frog, some can be a tree, some can be a kind of insect. In fact, they are very different, but as they are found in Hong Kong, their species name is the same. But if you think about structural differences, evolutionary relationship, we look for genus. I don't know whether you can still remember the sequence. Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. We have some tips to remember all this. D stand for domain. I can show you this one. This is a kangaroo. So you can do kangaroos prefer chocolates or fruits, generally speaking. So this helps you to remember domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. So you can say, do kangaroo prefer chocolates or fruit generally speaking, or this one is also okay. This is do kangaroo. So this is do, no, sorry, koala. This is koala. This is kangaroo. So you can find some method to remember the sequence: domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. So everything is branched into smaller. So down to the genus, there will be more similar structure, more similarity in the structure. One thing that you need to notice from some table like this, from domain down to genus, all a capital letter, and only down to the species, it will be in small letter. And remember, normally we write them in italic. So this is the part for scientific naming. In fact, for this name, we have a special name we call, let's say it should be in the front. We call this binomial nomenclature. Here. So binomial nomenclature. So 2 parts. One is the genus name, one is the scientific name. So generic and specific. But sometimes we just say this is genus name, and then this one we call it species name. But sometimes we can also call it a generic and specific. But remember, if the question asks you scientific name, then write both of them together. Oh, we have some example here. Oh, this one. You can see the naming is like this: Hong Kong genus. And as it is found in Hong Kong, this is the Hong Kong newt. So for naming, we stop here.